everyone. So a bit of a different video today. A reading is going up for you guys, but I'm introducing something to my YouTube channel as well, which is called the TikTok and Instagram comments edition. And in these videos, I will be responding to certain comments. The comments are going to be comments where people have, for example, responded to a reading and they've shared something they're struggling with related to a connection. And the comments will also be comments that I pick where I've noticed collectively a lot of people experience those kind of difficulties. And obviously the purpose of this is to give you guidance of what to think about, how you could maybe move with this situation, which is in the best interest of you. So I'm going to kick this off with a comment on my TikTok. So it was to do with the November reading. And if you've seen the November reading, one of the messages that came out is, you know, in terms of the connection that you share with someone, the month of November is going to be, you're going to be in this limbo energy. You're not really going to know what's happening, or you're not going to gain that clarity. I think that's the messages that came through. And someone commented on my TikTok saying that they're connected to someone who, wants to be with them and then says doesn't want to be with them, and now saying it doesn't work. So very much in limbo, doesn't really know what's going on. And I'm going to assume someone who's in their life, who's very in and out, potentially hot and cold. And if it's someone who wants to be with them, doesn't want to be with them, and they've experienced this hot and cold, I'm assuming there's a cycle they've been in where it's kind of been like this, in, out, and it's created quite a lot of confusion. And for those of you who are experiencing that or have experienced that, you will know it confuses the hell out of you, especially when what you desire from that situation is them to be fully in, consistent commitment, committed and loyal. And the guidance I will give you if you are in this situation is, well, it would apply to any guidance I give, is prioritize yourself. When you are in this situation, what can happen, my loves? And this is based on what I've observed and sort of experienced when I've connected with, so many wonderful people over the last couple of years, people who've booked readings in similar situations. What I've noticed happens is people will be very focused on what change is going to happen from this situation. This situation where I'm not being treated right, what change is going to happen from that? And then the priority and the focus also seems to be on the other person. And those two things, focusing on what change is going to happen and focusing on what the other person's doing, thinking what they're going to do, are the two things that then make you stuck where you struggle to move forward, stuck in this pattern where you are kind of holding on to all the negative things that you're experiencing from that connection. And you're holding on to that because you're kind of putting up with it because you are waiting for some kind of change. If you weren't putting up with it, you wouldn't be waiting for change. It's as simple as that. So the guidance I would give you if you're in this situation is stop focusing on what change is going to happen. Stop focusing on what is this person thinking, what their next step's going to be instead. And this guidance is what's going to help you for your highest good in this current time. Today, if you're in this situation, what your focus should be is you. And how you focus on yourself is ask yourself what I'm experiencing today from this connection. Is it healthy? Is this person respecting my boundaries? Is this person offering me something that is healthy? And for anyone who responds with, yeah, but I'm a twin flame, I have a completely different video on that. That's something you're using to justify unhealthy behaviors. And I'm not saying that twin flame connections are ones that, should be dismissed. Completely different video, like I said, I'll be putting up. And I understand, being on the journey myself, it's a connection that is extremely challenging, and it's a pull that you feel towards someone that is constant. It's not one you can just break. But if that's kind of one of the things you're saying to yourself, then what you're doing is you're resisting change. And what you're doing is you're justifying very unhealthy behaviors by using a particular label. But like I said, that's a video for another day. So what you are being guided to do is ask yourself, is what's being offered to me healthy? Is this person respecting me? Are they showing me what I consider to be a healthy, loving, committed, loyal relationship, whatever it is that looks like to me. And if you don't know what that looks like, then the question you need to ask yourself is, what is a healthy relationship? And if that confuses you, ask yourself, what isn't? You know, the moment you ask yourself, what isn't a healthy relationship? What is this person offering me that isn't healthy? You will then be able to answer the next question of, what is it that I want from a relationship that is healthy? And if you have someone in your life, you know, going back to the comment that was made at the beginning, if you have someone in your life who is unfortunately in and out, you're in limbo energy, you don't know what you're experiencing, what's going to happen in this connection, despite you trying to get clarity, this is not something you ever get from this person, then you need to ask yourself, is this something that you want to live with today? No one wakes up and says to themselves, I want to experience an unhealthy relationship. No one says to themselves, the connection I want to share is one that is complete, you know, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear in here, head fuck, messing with my head. What all of us do desire, and what all of us, whether we consciously think about it or not, what we do want is a healthy relationship. But if what is being offered to you today isn't offering you a healthy relationship, then you need to make that decision. You need to decide, and you need to give yourself that clarity. You need to make that choice that actually, no, I'm not going to invest my energy into this. I'm not going to focus on this because it's something that isn't offering me what I consider to be healthy. And I appreciate that when you have feelings for someone, then that's a very difficult reality and truth, I guess, to face up to, because that can bring up a lot of triggers. But again, the question you need to ask yourself is, would I rather work with those triggers that come up and do what's right for me, and then make that decision and take the steps today, tomorrow, the day after, where I am investing in what is healthy for me? Or am I just going to repeat the same thing day in, day out and invest my energy into something that is unhealthy for me? In which case I stay stuck in this cycle where I struggle to move forward. And the thing is, my loves, if you want a new opportunity, be it in love, be it in a current connection, a new connection, there has to be endings. And if there's a situation in your life right now where there's a repeating pattern or cycle which is unhealthy, that creates blocks. And that needs to end for a new beginning to come in. And if you are resisting creating that change, what you're basically saying is, new beginning, you're not coming into my life because I'm going to stay in this cycle, because I'm too afraid, for example, to let go of this. I'm too afraid to move forward. I'm too afraid to put my boundaries down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue being in this cycle that is stressing me out, making me feel hurt, because I don't want to open up that new opportunity that's going to offer me happiness and excitement. I mean, it's something to think about when I say it like that. So that's the first video of this edition that I wanted to share with you. I have got more coming up for you guys, as well as other videos focused on particular topics such as the twin flame label, and also some other, I won't share yet, but some other wonderful things that I'll be sharing, focusing on working through blocks. Right, my loves, I will see you guys back here a bit later on today, because I have a reading to share with you all guys today.